This is a story about control. My control. Control of what I say and control of what I do. And this time I'm gonna do it my way. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Are we ready? I am.
Just keep it going.
I'm a soul man, no. I'm a soul man. Yes, I am. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man, Lord.
You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so.
Just keep it going.
They see something that I don't see. What can you learn from a bum, Omar? Shamsuddin? What I learned from a bum, maybe it's what not to do.
Nobody takes down Angel Snub 7 easy. There's a reason why, after 100 channels destroyed, Angel Snub 7 is still here. There's a reason why nobody want to get in a beef with Angel Snub 7. But you don't take me seriously.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
See, they say that Angel Snub 7 don't care about the people. But Angel Snub 7 cares about the people because I'm bold enough to tell you the truth, and I don't give a damn if you give me a dime. I'm not looking for your money.
Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep on running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
Everybody jump. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got
Yes. I want that. Oh, I need that. Gots to have that. It's
Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't
We are
nobody.
in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
Keep it real.
What, dear?
Cause I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
Yes, I'd like to talk to you. Take some of your precious time. I'd like to get to know you. Would you be so kind? thoughts. You can.
By brother Angel Snub 7 at the Realities Temple. And to give props to him, because I listened to all of Angel Snub 7's videos. I think that he comes from a different angle, and there's a powerful message in a lot of the videos that he put out, and I try to catch all of them. I look at him as a free thinker and a person that's willing to challenge those of which he don't agree with or which he may think differently from, and I really respect him for that. He's challenged KNBS, and he has also challenged the black supremacy movement as well. And I have nothing against that, because that which cannot be challenged cannot stand and will not stand and will not survive the test of time. How many challenges we can withstand will determine how long we will be able to stand.
You move over there. Huh. Don't let the green grass fool you. I know you don't like the faker. Tighten up your game and shake your money maker. Say yeah. Say yeah. Say yeah. Say yeah. I know you got soul. Hey. If you didn't, the music wouldn't prove you.
So, I'm not your enemy.
I wanna talk to
I know who the enemy is.
I wanna talk
You wasting your time making mockery of me. Oh, I'm crazy. My brain is damaged. My EnVogue poster. I'm miserable in my life. All this nonsense that you talk about. And you a slave, just like me, in a racist nation.
I believe that with you by my side, together we can touch the skies.
And that is Brother Taalik from the Reality Temples on Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
Just keep it going. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like that the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire at reality's temple. Reality's temple. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like that the
fire.
I'm saying that the Nation of Islam should evolve into what we call the reality's temple on earth. You don't need no Arab hand-me-down religion. You don't even need God. You don't need these things. That's good for us in our infancy, in our immaturity, when we was babies. But as we grow and mature, and even in religion itself, it says that we are the children of God. Children can't stay children forever. Children must become adults. So if we are the children of God, that means we become God. Act like God, move like God, and have the responsibility of a God. Manifest. Welcome to the Reality's Temple on Earth, Dragon Manifest.
Thank you for having me, brother. This is an honor. When I first saw your channel, I said, oh, this is an ancestor that has most definitely returned. Yes, most definitely. This is not a new ancestor. This is an old ancestor. You could hear, you could feel the ancestors through you. You know, most people probably say, "What is he talking about?"
Right.
They don't get it. You gotta be on that level.
If you say that I'm divine and I'm a prophet, where the hell did your ass go to? Why aren't you heeding the call? Since I'm a prophet, since I'm divine. Some people, excuse the language, some people just like talking out their ass. 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 That's what they like to do.
Peace forever and always. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving.
This video is for the Reality Temple on Earth.
Shout out to the Reality Temple on Earth on IG.
We love watching it.
Yeah, we really do.
We send love, peace, and soul.
Brother.
Good evening, soul brothers and sisters. This is Tangi Cox, the Black Sheep, and I am propositioning you to entertain just a little while of being in reality. And this is gonna hurt soul sisters and brothers because a lot of us cannot accept reality. I empower you to, for 1 year, to subscribe to the Reality Temple on Earth. And at the end of 12 months, draw your conclusion of what have you learned in that amount of time. I empower you you will never, ever, ever think, feel, or entertain nonsense ever again, period. I would like to see my soul sisters and brothers awaken. This requires time. You need to spend about a year watching, researching, and looking. The reality temple on earth is life-changing, and I stand on that.
We are in a process of healing.
Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly.
It's so good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. When you get a chance, look up Soul Liberation Day, December 7th. Oh, that's right around the corner. The transformation. Bless up. Bless up. Thank you for that. Let's see. Taalik says, can you send a shout out to my platform, the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry? Our theme this year is After Purge Comes the Healing. Shout out to your platform, Taalik. All the best to you guys with continuing to stretch in perspective, to stretch in what is possible, and to continue to bring healing into the space of yourself and others. Yes.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
This is a story about control. My control. Control of what I say and control of what I do. And this time I'm gonna do it my way. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Are we ready? I am.
Peace forever and always. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire at reality's temple. Reality's temple. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire at reality's temple.
And some of them are sorry they are free now. Some of them know they'd rather be slaves.
Which would you rather be, Uncle Phil?
Me? Which I'd rather be? You know what I'd rather do? If I thought that I'd ever be a slave again, I'd take a gun and just end it all right away.
I'm not really worried about convincing you about what I believe in. My main concern is to find people with the like-minded minds, like Minister, the realist temple, the reality's temple on earth. I can relate with that guy. I can say he's talking sense because he has intelligence. And he doesn't come up with rubbish. He comes up with well-thought conversations. He's thought about this. He's still thinking about it right now as we speak about it. And after that, he'll be thinking about it because he's a thinker. He's not just a doer taking information and repeating it. He's a thinker. He's been intrigued. His mind's been intrigued by reality, by things on earth that have woken him up. So enough respect to him. One of the greatest minds on YouTube who ain't got no establishment. I don't think. I don't know what he has or what he does, but the greatest minds sometimes don't have much, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have much. I barely just got this in my head and a few things, no responsibilities though. So it's just about communicating this video. It's tricky. It's tricky. The minds of others have been living a way which is backwards or wrong from they could walk. And they got good at being backwards and wrong and believing that backwards and wrongness. So when you talk about rightfulness and forwardness, they think it is nonsense because they've never worked on those lines. So yeah, that came out alright. Usually it depends with communicating. It's a battle, so either you win and you do it well and it comes out perfect, or it's like you're just clashing with swords and you're not really getting what's in your head out to the world to understand. But where's that drink? Big up to the ministry, the minister, whatever his name is, Angel Nut 7. Yeah, I really enjoyed your videos, man. They're a bit long though.
In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I am the gatekeeper or host of this particular program, known here on the internet as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your brother, and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. The topic or subject that I've chosen for these chosen few minutes of time, I will name it as why do Sambos, Uncle Ruckus, Dark Europeans, many of you know them or call them Uncle Toms. Why do these type of people, along with Black Power family, Hotep family, Black conscious, Black nationalists, Black-minded people. So why do the Sambo, the Uncle Ruckus, the Black conscious type person, why do some of these dislike, even grown to hate your brother and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad? Why do they hate me? Why do they dislike me? But some things don't have to be said. Some individuals will tell you, I hate the Realities Temple. I hate Taalik Ibn'rad. I don't like Angel Snub 7. They will say this out of their mouths. But sometimes actions speak louder than words, and there are those, due to their silence, tells us of how they feel. There are those who are friends, associates of the Realities Temple on Earth ministry, and they enjoy the message that comes from this podium, and they would like, and they hear the benefits that come from this post. So when you have something that you enjoy, something that you believe somebody else would enjoy, something somebody else might benefit because it helps you and you enjoy it. Like if you like chocolate ice cream and you know somebody that has never had chocolate ice cream, you want to take that chocolate ice cream and say, look, I tasted this ice cream. Man, it is so good. Why don't you try it? So you ask your friend or your neighbor or associate or whomever, try this ice cream. It is dynamite. There are many who will try the ice cream and they will say, you know something? You're right. This is good. I like the chocolate ice cream. Give some to their baby. Yeah, Daddy, Daddy, I like chocolate ice cream. I like chocolate ice cream. Ice cream, chocolate ice cream. But then there are those, just by looking at the ice cream sitting in the cone, they automatically have a prejudice, a bias toward the ice cream. Or they love vanilla ice cream. How dare you bring me something to my house? You know I love vanilla. I just want you to try. I don't want to try no chocolate ice cream. Son, daughter, what kind of ice cream y'all like here? Daddy, Daddy, we like vanilla. Daddy, Daddy, we like vanilla. So, for some bias, prejudice reason, they don't even want to try it. And then they want to say to you, but we're still friends. But if you're my friend, I'm so excited. I have something that I think that will benefit you, something that I don't want no chocolate ice cream. Matter of fact, since you like chocolate ice cream, don't come to my house no more. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all have experienced that not only with ice cream, with religious ideas. I know Jehovah's Witnesses, when you see that door slam in your face, don't bring me that old watchtower to my house. I ain't no Jehovah's Witnesses. I ain't witness to nothing. People won't even attempt to try. They are prejudiced against you before you can knock on their door. So, after going and speaking with certain people that I call Sambos, and I'll tell you why I call them Sambos, after speaking with so-called black power, black conscious people, they come to me and say, wow, I went to so-and-so. I'm not going to mention their names right now, but if push comes to shove, I will mention their names because it should be mentioned. There should be no secrets among us. People need to view us as we really are. If you believe I am a certain way, I don't mind you talking about me. In fact, I embrace it because you might see something in me that I don't see myself. So you can talk about Angel Snub 7. And like brother J.T. Raleigh once say, you can feed my sickness. Because negativity does not hurt me. I get stronger and I learn from you. Even though you're trying to hurt me, I'm learning from you. And I will still block you from my channel because you are disrespectful. I will block you from my channel when you are profane and vulgar and do not speak on the topic. But I appreciate your negative thoughts because some of it might be true. And that's just the bottom line. I don't block people for no reason. I block those who are uncivil, those who are disrespectful, those who do not attempt to speak on the topic of whatever the subject on the video is. You can say, and none have brought nothing on YouTube or any of this social media that I fear or is threatened by, unlike myself. You fear what I say. You feel intimidated by what I say. You feel threatened by what I say. We're going to talk about this. And why? Why do a little guy in a room cause you to shake and shiver and worry? Because you can't touch this. You can talk about this, but the reality is you can't touch this, and you know this. We wanna talk about why people dislike nobody except speak my mind. But there are those who hate me because they love vanilla ice cream. Don't bring me that chocolate, or I bring you a flavor that you never heard of. I don't want to try new things. There are those of us who don't want to try new things. And if we listen and we follow behind the people, we are in a process of healing. So I'm not your enemy.
I wanna talk to
I know who the enemy is.
I wanna talk.
You wasting your time making mockery of me. Oh, I'm crazy. My brain is damaged. My EnVogue poster. I'm miserable in my life. All this nonsense that you talk about. And you a slave, just like me, in a racist nation.
I believe that with you by my side, together we can touch the skies.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Yeah.
Fucked up too is when you talk proudly about black women, everyone gets upset. Everyone gets mad. Because the hatred of black people is so ingrained that if I go, black women are amazing. Well, you're being racist. What the fuck? Does that even make any sense? That doesn't even make any sense. Black women are the shit. They age the best. They got the best bodies. You motherfuckers age early. Fuck you. You feel me? And you copy everything from black women. You dance like them. You talk like them. You ever see other races when girls want to get an attitude? They do this shit. They go, I see Asian girls doing this. I see Latin girls. It's black women shit. Right? Yeah. You get everything from black women. Even gay white men steal shit from black women. Girl, honey. The fuck out of here. Black women are the trend.
Love is what I want. I wanna feel your body holding me tight, 'cause I need some more than tenderness to share what's inside. I want more than company. It's you that I like, and if you can't be there, then I'll find someone who can. I don't wanna wait till tomorrow. Don't make me wait for you. And this feeling is so strong, it's so strong. I don't wanna wait till tomorrow. Another day is too long. Love is what I want. Touching, and the holding.
People that do not want to attempt to try new things, we will still be riding horses. We will still be taking oxen to the on our farms and using oxen to plow the earth instead of tractors. We wouldn't have lights listening to those who don't like change, those who are biased and prejudiced because they can't comprehend that which is new. And that's what you have here. The Realities Temple represents a new form of thought for those who are the descendants of slaves born in America, wanting the same thing. If you are Africanized, black nationalists, whatever version of black mindedness, black conscience that you decide to embrace, we want the same thing, but this ministry represents our evolution. And you should try it. So my friends and associates who have tried to speak to black conscious people, they get blocked. Don't bring me that stuff. He ain't got nothing going on. We're going to talk about why they are doing these things. I haven't done anything to them. They don't want my help. They don't even want me to speak nice about them. They remain silent in the cut. Some of them pretend they don't know who I am. Oh, you know who I am. I've been on YouTube since 2008. And I have been so known and have upset so many people, especially the racist Caucasian pink people, these races. I've upset Caucasian people and probably Google itself who are racist, who is controlled by Caucasian people. I'm very sure that many of these many of these faceless troublemakers, many of them are YouTube employees. I'm making that allegation. I'm making an accusation. But see, Google and many of these other faceless troublemakers, you might know who they are, and when you say it, they know that you can't prove it. It reminds me of that movie by Denzel Washington. That movie that starred Denzel Washington. It was called Training Day. And remember, in that movie Training Day, Denzel said, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. See, the enemies, I'm going to say that again because I want you to keep that on your mind when dealing with deceivers. Because this is their number one tool to keep you ignorant. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. See, our enemies know this. And they also know that we don't have the resources to try to prove them wrong. So since they know that we can only make accusations and present allegations, then they know that makes those of us who said, Google doing this, so-and-so doing this, they try to make you and me look crazy. Caucasian people, pink people, do this to black folks all the time. But see, there's something called common sense. If a man and a woman is having a confrontation, and the man throws the woman out of his house, get out of my apartment, we broke up, I want nothing to do with you no more. I gave you all of my time. I gave you most of my life. I don't care what you gave me. And you know what else I gave you? Almost every day. I don't care about none of that. Get out of my house. So the man kicked the woman out the house. And when he goes outside, his car is all scratched up. And whoever scratched the car wrote the word whore on it. Now, This man could have many other enemies. Maybe his next door neighbor doesn't like him. But due to the fact now that we have a violent type history between this man and this woman, chances are this woman took something and scratched and wrote horror on this man's car. That's common sense because of the conflict between these two. Whenever something happens to black people, we have to look at who might be behind it because of the conflict. Slavery, Jim Crow, and other evil done against black people. When something happens to us, we have no choice because there was a conflict between the two people. Caucasian people, never black folks. Black people always the victim. But these Caucasian people always making plans, always designing laws, doing things to hurt black folks. But the first thing now, since they've gotten smarter, nothing has really changed. They've just gotten smarter. The racism, the wickedness that they used to do out in the open, now they've taken it underground. Now they put on a shirt and tie, and they cover their hatred and their racism with beautiful long words that you don't understand. Now, here we are. We have our own, they call it Ebonics. And we will sit back and teach them the Ebonics. But they're not going to sit back and teach you their language, how they speak, when they can talk right in front of you with the English language, but you and I have no idea they talking about the niggas. And since you don't hear them say the word nigga, you think they're not talking about you. And they are continuing to plan your extinction, your extermination, and they continue to discriminate. We shall overcome, and you have not overcame nothing. And that's why many of these Sambos get upset with me, because I bring forth to them their reality. We're going to talk about that some. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. So the main people that false flag Angel Snubbed Up 7, the main people that harass Angel Snubbed Up 7, I would tell you, and I believe, because I don't have proof, because it's not what I know, it's what I can prove. But due to a conflict, due to their dislike of me, I know that it's Google employees and a bunch of Caucasian racists. So they destroyed about 60, maybe even more, because I stopped counting after a while. I would make 4 or 5 channels. They would just go bloop, just knock them off. 4 channels a day, as many as I could make, they was taking them down. Black people, even dark Europeans, Sambos, Uncle Ruckuses, you don't act that way. Caucasian people are different. When they hate you, when they dislike you, that's a hatred 24 hours a day. They sit back in the cut and try to think of ways to destroy you. And that's what they've done. And Google employees were involved because regular trolls don't have this type of power of what they've done to me. 4 and 5 channels at a time. This made them happy. They would leave messages on the channels they leave up. They made sure they left me a channel so they could send me messages. How you like that, nigga? What you gonna do now, nigga? Some of them would use one of those voice changer gadgets. Call me on the telephone. You a dead nigga. You will never speak on YouTube. You will never speak on YouTube again. You suspended. You banned. But see, their happiness didn't last too long, because if they succeeded, you would not be speaking to me right now. And actually what they did me a favor, and the only thing they did was fan the flame, because not only am I still here on YouTube, but I am also on Facebook, Daily Motion, Vimeo, and people have put me on other sites. So these idiots trying to destroy me, trying to dig a grave for me, they only dug a grave for themselves, and who gets the last laugh? I'm laughing at you. Then I take Google to court. And they sounded so silly, the lawyers that represented Google. So dumb, but see, that's the enemy. They silly people. But you have to control your emotion, and you have to play the game smarter than them. They are not as tough as we think they are, but they know we are lazy. We will spend money on a pair of Jordan shoes, but we will not spend any money to take them to court and sue them. They know that we're lazy. They know that the only thing we do is talk. That's all y'all do, is talk. Well, this time you ran into the wrong one. All niggas do is talk. Then they met me, and I told them, well, somebody done told you wrong. I enjoyed the fight. Even if I lose, it makes no difference. I tried to fight. Some of y'all just get pumped in the backside. Here's my booty. Here, go ahead, put that thing in there. Work that booty, work that booty. You ain't getting nothing here. I have experienced no problems on Facebook or Daily Motion or any of these other sites, just on YouTube. YouTube is racist. There's no doubt about that. But right now, they are some very sad racists. When we went to court with Google, they know my channels are still up. They know I'm still going strong. with all your power that you had. And they also know about my lawsuits against other people. They know all about me. They really did some research. And they know you mess with me, we're going to go to court again. So bring it, Google. Bring it, YouTube. Bring it, racist. All y'all that want to make fun of people and you want to slander people's name, I will find you and I will sue you. Let us see how funny it is. Then, when you come to court, I'll see your face. Y'all faceless cowards. I'm the wrong one to mess with. Keep messing with me. Keep harassing me. Keep stalking me. Y'all faceless trolls. And I'll see you, your real face, in court. I don't care what state you in. Because you'll be right here in this state.
We sell soul food. As a matter of fact, we've been told that Old Henry's is one of the few soul food restaurants in the city of St. Louis, in the state, and in the Midwest. We plan to start our food truck next month.
Okay.
Want that food truck to go all over.
Alrighty then.
So, if we get the exposure, and we're already taking orders for events. We just took an order for July 31st. We took an order for July 29th. There's a guy who has a construction company. He owns quite a few of them. And we're going to be going to their site to be serving food, serving lunch. And we got a lot of interesting stuff going on.
All right.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm Angel Snub Nub 7. This is my friend
Ada Taylor.
Ada Taylor. This is Old Henry Restaurant. If you're ever in the St. Louis area, come check them out. We had a good time just celebrating my sister's birthday, and everything was A-OK.
All right. All right. Thank you.
You up. Facing a silver suit. I'm the wrong one to mess with. You better go play with somebody else that want to play you silly game. But now I also understand that the main people, the main folks they're not people, they are demons. These racist Caucasian pink people. And they are sad because they did all that laughing, all that giggling. Who gets the last laugh? Who is still standing strong? But see, they are sad, but there are also some other people that's sad. Even though some of them might have participated in the false flagging, some of them probably was happy that all my channels was being terminated. There's another group of people who dislike Angel Snub Nub 7. Who are they? They are black. What? Yeah, they black. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Didn't you know there are black folks? Wait a minute. You're looking at me like you shocked and surprised. There are people with kinky hair, dark skin, broad nose, thick lips. They hate and dislike other black people. Oh yeah, you didn't know that? Oh yeah, whole lot of them. And these people, these black folks, they are called, some of y'all call them Sambos, Uncle Toms, Dark Europeans, Uncle Ruckuses, and another group, and this one might be shocking to you, but there are the other group that hate black folks is so-called black conscious, black nationalist, black type-minded people. Oh yeah, Black Power Hotel, they hate black folks too. Oh yeah. They were happy when the racist Caucasian people jumped on my channel, destroyed my work one by one. It also scared them. Well, the Sambos and Uncle Toms, they wasn't worried about their channels getting hurt because they are doing the work of the racists. But the black conscious people, they was happy that the racists was attacking me, taking down my channels, but they was sort of scared because they really was putting the whooping on me. They was like, good Lord, they whooping this dude up. I don't want them to do that to me, but I'm glad because I didn't like what the Negro had to say either. Oh yeah, it's true. Let's talk about these two types of people that hate black folks. Two types of dark-skinned people that don't like the descendants of slaves born in America. Yeah, it's two types. Let's talk about the Sambo. Let's talk about the dark European. Let's talk about the Uncle Ruckus. Let's talk about the Tom. Because most of y'all know these people as Uncle Tom. Even though technically we are incorrect to call these people Uncle Tom, but we know them as Uncle Tom, so I'm going to say it because that's what we know. And we refuse to let go of that description. Now, there are Uncle Toms and Uncle Ruckuses right here on YouTube. Some of them, if you listen to their words, they outright, just from what they're saying, you can tell they just outright hate black folks, the descendants of slaves born in America. They don't like you. They don't like me. They don't like themselves. But then there are those Sambos and these dark Europeans. They pretend like they love black folks. I'm just trying to give the black folks, the descendants of slaves born in America, I'm just trying to show y'all tough love. And that's good. But the only one who gets shown tough love is us. The only one who you make mockery of is us. Like we are the ones who created fornication. Black people are the ones who were the first thieves. And the only ones who are the fornicators and the adulterers and the rapists and the pedophiles. You act when they talk. You act like we are the scourge of the planet. And you're going to try to make the other people act like they holy and righteous. Ain't nobody on this planet holy and righteous. All these people on this planet is rapists and pedophiles and thugs. All of them is drunkards and drug users. Ain't nobody on this planet living in a clean house. But you black fool, you black silly demon. You gonna target your own people and try to help other folks to condemn your own people. You damn fool. You're a fool. So they don't like me. Because I let them know you sound like a fool. You traitor. Because that's what they are. When you listen to their message, they are going to, and they will come to us like, I'm showing y'all tough love. But their message favor the races that they know put us in the condition that we're in. We might keep ourselves in the condition, but they were the ones that put us in the condition, and they are the ones who feed the condition. The Sambo and the dark European, the Uncle Ruckus, they don't want to talk about that. Their message favors those who do us harm. They don't hold races. They don't hold Caucasian and pink people responsible. They tell us real quick, accept responsibility and make proper choices. I'm not going to accept responsibility for slavery. We didn't put ourselves in slavery. We didn't put ourselves in Jim Crow. We didn't put ourselves in this situation. Accept responsibility for what? Because I'm a victim of what somebody else did? Some of us don't even know. These fools, many of these people don't even know they victims. But the racist Caucasian people or anybody else, they don't have to have no responsibility. They drive drunk. They drug users. They rapists. They pedophiles. Everything that you call black people, these idiots are the same, but they don't have to have responsibility. They go to jail. They murder. This country was built on murder. It was built on lies, built on rape, but they don't have no responsibility. And we know they made improper choices, but they don't have to worry about nothing because they have guard dogs like you to protect them. And since you want to protect them, then I would defend those who can't defend themselves. Then I would speak for those who have no voice against wackos like you. And so these dark Europeans, these Sambos, you see them, they attack black people, all of us. grandchildren, they don't care. As long as they see kinky hair, broad nose, thick lips, dark skin, as long as that's what you are, they will attack you and find something in you to make mockery of so they can look good in the eyes of their massa. Then you have these Uncle Tom, dark European Negroes. They attack you separately. Some of these old dark European Uncle Tom Negroes, dark Europeans, they have their specialty. Well, I just attack black children. Look at these young boys in their sagging pants and blah, blah, blah. These thugs. I just want to talk about black women. Black women do this. Black women wear the weave. Black women wear too much mascara. Black women is fat. I just hate black women. Well, I hate the black children. I hate the black women. And I, honey, I hate black men. Black men is hoes. Black men is dogs. Black men mean nothing to me. And all y'all niggas, and let me say this to you. You that hate black people, you that hate black children, you that hate black men, you who hate black women, all of you, I hate. All of you are Uncle Tom sellouts and traitors. And the time gonna come when you gonna pay for that filthy, wicked mouth you got on you. It's gonna come. If the black conscious people can get themselves together. And we will issue justice out. And we're gonna take care of traitors like y'all. And another thing about these Uncle Toms and Uncle Ruckus and dark Europeans and Sambos, however y'all, they want to get technical. They gonna tell me, don't call me Uncle Tom. You don't know what an Uncle Tom is. I know what Uncle Tom is. You don't tell me what to call you, scum. We tell you stop calling black people this and stop calling black people that. You keep running your mouth. And the reason why you get upset, because you know what you are. You know what we mean when we call you Uncle Tom. You're a damn traitor. You're a Benedict Arnold. You a Judas. You know what we mean. Don't play the stupid role. Don't bring the stupid role here. You know what you are. And we know what you are. So when we begin to build those scaffoldings, you know those things where they hang people? You don't straighten up your act. One of them ropes gonna be waiting on you. This ain't no game. See, you think it's a game. But times is a-changing. You never know what might happen tomorrow. Remember what you're saying now. Because you're going to be judged by your actions, judged by your words. Because these black people going to be free. And black conscience, black liberation, y'all niggas, you better help and get yourself together and get us free. And stop being silly. Because we know that these niggas, these Uncle Tom Sambos, they run around kissing these Caucasian people, pink people in their backside. And anybody. They even brag about Japanese, the Chinese, the Koreans, Indians, anybody. They brag about anybody and how beautiful and wonderful they are. Except black folk. Black folks smell to them. We're nothing but urine and feces to them. We're stench to them. Well, since you think that I'm feces, we're going to keep throwing it in your face. You dang Judas. Traitors. Oh man, I want to be around when they start taking care of y'all traitors. I want to see it. Y'all still there? You hanging? Let's keep talking about this. Now I got to talk about black conscious people, black nationalism, black Muslims, Hebrew Israelites, all y'all folks that's talking all this black stuff. Why y'all dislike me? Why you hate me? I can understand why the dark Europeans and Uncle Toms and Sambos and all, I understand why they dislike me. Why you don't like your brother Angel Snupnup 7? Understand why Sambos, Uncle Ruckuses, dark Europeans, I understand why they dislike me. And by the way, a dark European is just somebody with dark skin, kinky hair, broad nose, thick lips. They have the mind, embrace the mentality of the conqueror. And the conqueror don't like black folks. So it is not a shock to me, since you have the mind of the conqueror, and at the root of your thinking, you think just like a Caucasian racist. So now it's easy to understand why you...
Hello everyone. The wait is over. It's finally here. Season 4 of The Family Business on BET+. Watch it tonight. I will be watching. See you there.
I literally feel naked without my keys. You know, this is better than gold. This is gold. I don't care what nobody say. You can't tell me this is not a platinum diamond chain. Because you know what? I walked right through those doors and I got sober. I've connected with my siblings. I have connected with my children. I have mentally and emotionally connected back with myself, which is very important. Home is everything.
I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
The Mississippi campaign represents everything that you claim that you want. The beginning of an all-black independent nation. The ability to control your
resources, your politics, the law. Be able to do your own thing for a change. Create an economy. Create and produce goods that Africa or anybody on the planet would want. You're fake, you don't want to do nothing. 3 hours talking about the Mississippi campaign.
This is a story about control. My control. Control of what I say and control of what I do. And this time I'm gonna do it my way. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Are we ready? I am.
You do what you do because in your mind, that's what you are. So you're just expressing your hatred toward your own people. The same thing that racists say, the same thing that Caucasian pink people tell us, they repeat the same crap. They're not looking for a defense against what racist pink people say. They say it's true. And it's not true. Because if it was true, then just present your truth. There's no need to terminate 60 Realities Temple channels if you have the truth. Just bring your truth and let the people see that I'm wrong. But see, the reason why you have to try to destroy and keep Angel Snub Nub 7 from speaking is because you know I bring the real truth. I expose you for exactly what you are, a devil, a demon, and all the things that's wicked on this planet. That's what y'all are. Greedy, self-righteous things. I don't even want to give you a name. I want to call you a thing. I don't know what you are. I can't describe you. Just call you call you a thing. So black conscience, black power, black nationalism, brothers and sisters, talk to me. You don't have to be afraid of me. Don't make me call you a thing. We're supposed to be on the same team. So the question that I raise is, why do some of the black conscious community dislike, some of them even hate Angel Snub Nub 7? One of the number one reasons of why many of these people dislike, even hate Angel Snub Nub 7 is because of my questions I bring to them. And my questions arise from thinking for myself, common sense, reasoning, being analytical, how you pronounce, I analyze things, analytical. That's where it comes from. And since you can't bring an appropriate answer, and really you sort of feel stupid, you want to get angry at me because you feel stupid, because you can't bring a proper answer. See, you thought you were smart. Black Power family, assalamu alaikum, shalom, all this black nationalism, black power, all this stuff, some of it is based in religion and whatever. See, y'all ancient Kemetic spirituality, and it goes on and on and on. See, in your minds, and you have conditioned our people with this stuff, y'all think, or you thought you was the smartest,
thing going. You thought that, wow, you have the supreme wisdom. In the nation of Islam, their teachings is called the supreme wisdom. So all of us got all this high wisdom. We become amateur historians. We know the history of this, and we know the history of them, and oh boy, we just so smart. And to the people, because you can roll over that stuff and talk about Kemet and talk about Timbuktu and talk about the ancient Israelites, and y'all can run that stuff off like it's water. And the people that's listening to you say, woo, that brother sure smart. That brother a scholar. That brother sure a teacher. That brother is a, woo, he sure got it going on. And it's all well and good until you meet me. See, now you have a problem. See, because you thought you were smart. You thought you had all this intelligence. You thought you had all this wisdom. And then you run into something called the reality's temple on earth. Reality has made its appearance. And reality always exposes delusions. Always exposes fiction. See, most of these people that's out here, and I can name them their names, but I'm not going to even name their names because you already know who they are. You know what they teach. You know what they say. And they know me. Some of them pretend I don't know the Negro. Who is he? Oh, they know me. Some may not, but they know me. Some of the biggest people out here know me. But see, your strength, the reason why you have a problem with Angel Snub 7, the reason why you have a problem with the reality's temple is because I know and I see, and it's quite clear that what you teach and what you offer is nothing but regurgitated, refabricated, remanufactured ideas based on some African ancient culture or religion. And since I don't represent those things, but I do represent the descendants of slaves born in America, I do represent the fact that the descendants of slaves born in America, we need freedom, justice, and equality, and the Caucasian, racist, pink people are our enemies. So this guy, Taalik Ibn'rad, this guy, Angel Snub 7, this ministry, the reality's temple on earth, it sounds almost like black conscience, black nationalism, all this kind of stuff, but it's different. And I don't understand it. We can't comprehend you. So I'm going to stay away from this guy. I'm going to stay away from this guy because you messing up my game I got going on here. I got all these people listening to me. See, one of your greatest heroes is Malcolm X. And I love Malcolm X. Here's Malcolm X right here. Where's Malcolm X? Right here. Malcolm X is right here on my chest. Almost every video that I do, I have Malcolm right here. And the reason why I have Malcolm here is because I don't view Malcolm as a Muslim. I view Malcolm as what I am and what you see today. Malcolm in the form of the Nation of Islam, Malcolm in the form rooted or based in any religious philosophy, could not do nothing with this ministry. If I had existed during the time of Malcolm, and Malcolm himself was debating with everybody, and Malcolm was crushing all his opponents, you couldn't do nothing with Malcolm X. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that the fruit of Islam is supposed to be fast-moving, quick-thinking, right down to the modern times. Malcolm had prepared himself ever since prison for what he was going to do in the future. You got to feed your mind. You got to have history. You got to have an education in here. No doubt about it. But since Malcolm was religious based, and I existed during the time of Malcolm, with all the people that Malcolm debated, I wouldn't seek debate with Malcolm because we on the same team. But I would tell Malcolm, and when we meet and we have discussion, Malcolm X will submit to that which comes from out of this ministry, and that's the problem y'all have with me. You want to continue to do what you're doing, and you want to bring me, but you can easily see that this ministry represents a knowledge and an idea superior to what you have. And the reason why it's superior to what you have is because the only thing that you have is regurgitated, refabricated, remanufactured, something that has already been here, done that. And you're trying to make it your own. You didn't create nothing. Everything that you hear from this reality's temple, it is new. It is new because it is time. But it was root and it was created from that which was old. But you can't stay in that state. You have to evolve. You have to move forward. You can't remain a child. You got to grow up. This is not the 1960s. This is not the 1930s or 50s. This is not 1865. This is not 2000 BC. This is not 4000 BC. 2100 BCE, however y'all want to call it. You want to try to go backwards. These people who are the descendants of slaves born in America, it's time that we move forward, not backwards. This ministry takes those who are descendants of slaves born in America. It takes you beyond your skin color. And it takes you beyond a continent, a piece of land. So if the people embrace this ideology, if the people embrace this opinion, that messes up y'all DVD sales. And it interferes with the people looking up to you like you know something. See, that's the reason why. That's why y'all don't want to talk to Angel Snub 7. That's the reason why you don't want to socialize and work with Angel Snub 7, because this ministry offers new strategy to attack the oppressor, new strategy to bring forth to the people. This ministry, this idea is not going to hurt you. It's going to help you because you can take what you know and mix it with what's coming from here so that we can evolve as a people instead of dissolve. You digressing and you taking the people backwards to a place they've never been. We might have come from Africa. We're no longer that. We're not an African people like that no more. We are not black. And we're not African. We're not black. What do you mean we're not African? You trying to confuse the people, brother. No, the confusion is coming from those who are holding on to things that should have been let go long time ago, or those things that we should have learned a lesson so that we can move forward. To continue to call ourselves black, to continue to call ourselves African, that's a trap. See, I want to give you this as an example. At one time, all of us, even the racist pink people, at one time, all of us were sperm. At one time, all of us was a clot in our mother's womb. Yes or no? Raise your hand. Those who disagree with that, raise your hand. And some of y'all dumb enough to do it. I wouldn't know clot in my mama womb. Well, where was you then? How you get here? We all evolved from sperm and an egg connection. The unification of sperm and egg. And then after 9 months or whatever, then we come forth from our mother's womb. But see, we are no longer the sperm and
all this propaganda that you want us to say, we're gonna take out. Freedom for my mind, freedom for my
In honor of Women's History Month, we've been talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And this morning, we are focusing on
every Friday during Women's History Month. All month long, we've been celebrating Women's History Month by talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And
why do y'all want the drug? You want the drug because smoking cigarettes make you feel good. Drinking beer make you feel good. Crack cocaine make you feel good. Meth make you feel good. The drug give you pleasure. The drug make you feel good. That's why they do it. The people suffer from low self-esteem. The people living in horrible conditions. I feel gas bill, rent. I'm not making enough money. All these children. Give me some beer. Give me some alcohol. Give me some liquor. Give me some weed. I gotta get away from this too much going on. 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 Much going on.
Greetings. I'm Tangelica Cox. I had the pleasure of speaking with Taalik, Ibn'rad, and he has a movement / ministry by the name of the Reality Temple on Earth, and I had the pleasure of speaking with him for several hours today, and I think it's only fair that I do a reaction video to the conversation. And the conversation was on various topics, which was basically centered around African quote-unquote consciousness. And he was a real deep brother, very down to earth, very approachable. He didn't carry himself like a know-it-all. Someone you could talk to and really listen to you. It was such an honor to finally meet somebody over the internet that has a ear to listen, and not only an ear to listen, but will take full action on what they stand for. And I appreciated having that conversation with you, and I do look forward to working with you.
We're not black. What do you mean mean we're not African? You trying to confuse the people, brother. No, the confusion is coming from those who are holding on to things that should have been let go long time ago, or those things that we should have learned a lesson so that we can move forward. To continue to call ourselves black, to continue to call ourselves African, that's a trap. See, I want to give you this as an example. At one time, all of us, even the racist pink people, at one time, all of us were sperm. At one time, all of us was a clot in our mother's womb. Yes or no? Raise your hand, those who disagree with that. Raise your hand. And some of y'all dumb enough to do it. I wouldn't know clot in my mama's womb. Well, where were you then? How you get here? We all evolved from sperm and an egg connection. The unification of sperm and egg. And then after 9 months or whatever, then we come forth from our mother's womb. But see, we are no longer, the sperm and the egg is us. But we are no longer, we are billions and billions of cells removed from the cells that cause this life to come into being. So in America, are you with me? Do you hear do you understand? I'm trying to give us, I never try to be technical. I try to never to try to talk complex in order to try to make myself look smart. I try to speak with us, and that's how Elijah Muhammad taught. Elijah Muhammad taught so good that myself, being a little boy, 8, 9 years old, I was able to understand everything that Elijah Muhammad said. So, this ministry, I'm not going to try to get metaphysical on you. I'm not going to try to make things sound all complex and bring and give you different types of chemical problems and whatever. Try to be fancy, because I could if I wanted to. Try to make myself sound all educated and intellectual. That's not what it's about. It's about to try to make everybody understand what's going on from the child to the adult. Not trying to hide anything from you. In fact, I want you to be better than me. Then I can buy your DVD. See, these people want you to buy their DVD, and they want to be the source of your education, and they don't care nothing about what's coming from out of you. But my intent is to give you information, cause you to think, so you can develop and become better than me. So then I can be like God and look at the earth and the creation and say, and smile and say, look what I made. It is good. But unlike God, I don't want you to be a servant. I don't want you to worship me. I don't want you to praise me. I just want you to be able to be happy and live your life in a state of reality where there is true justice and freedom and equality. Just live your life, be happy. You don't have to run around praising trees and sun. Live your life and live a happy life. That's what we're looking for. Being a servant is not a happy life. Being a servant means your life benefits somebody else. After 400 years of slavery and this evil, don't you want your life to benefit you? Don't you want to serve you for a change? You serve God, you serve Caucasian people, you serve other stupid Negroes. Ain't it time that you serve yourself? Don't you want to serve yourself for a change? So we've been here for 400 years in a strange land among a strange people. We are 400 years removed, no connection at all from what we know of as Africa. No connection, period. You are no longer sperm. And you are no longer black. If you're a free man, why do you keep calling yourself, I'm a black man? Black comes from out of pink white supremacy. If it wasn't for pink supremacy, we wouldn't call ourselves black. There was no reason to run around and talk about, I'm a black man. I'm a Caucasian man. I'm a brown man. I'm a red. That comes from up out of the trap. The tool used by racists, pink supremacy. I come from the continent of Africa. All this divisionary stuff, it comes from up out of Caucasian supremacy. These was tools to divide the human family. Everywhere this Caucasian person went, they was treated as friends because most people would do other people like that. They were happy. They were not violent. Now maybe they had conflict among their own. But when strangers come to your house, how you doing? Want a cup of coffee? That's how the world was until the Caucasian people came into the world and they exploited the trust of others. And so now nobody trusts nobody. You always got to keep your eye open. Nobody's word means nothing. At one time, you didn't need all this paperwork. My word is my bond. But with Caucasian people, you got to put your words on paper and sign it. And they still break it. The so-called American Indian had over 100 treaties with the United States government, and they only recognized one treaty. They broke all the others. Caucasian people, white men speak with forked tongue. Liars. So you're going to take the same philosophy and idea that came from up out of Caucasian supremacy. These people are liars. They are deceivers. And you're going to still embrace black. You're going to still embrace African. These things, our people did not call themselves that. In fact, when you go to Africa, those dark people, they did not even consider themselves brothers. They were not brothers and sisters. This tribe was doing that, this tribe was doing that. Everybody was doing their own thing, just like black conscience is doing right now. Everybody is black this, black that, but you do not see each other as brothers and sisters. You divide it. And as long as you divide it, you can be conquered. And that's why Africa continues to be exploited. That's why it continues to be conquered, because they don't view themselves as brothers and sisters. So what? I'm living on the same continent. So what? I'm doing my thing. So what? I'm a black man living in America. So what? We got common problems. You do your thing, I do my thing. Black was not designed to unify. Black was designed to divide. And that's what we see right now. You teach things and you want the people to return to something they never was. You want a full-grown human being, biologically speaking. You are trying to attempt to take an adult, a full-grown adult, and you want them to go back to being a sperm, because that's what you was in the beginning. You can't do that if you wanted to. You can't. Nobody has ever been an adult and reversed the process and returned back to sperm and egg. But that's what you are trying and want black folks, the descendants of slaves born in America, that's what you want us to do in this country. That sounds so insane. in return to being a sperm. And even if it was possible, it's called underdevelopment. When a sperm, when a person develops and they do not develop properly, physically, you are called handicapped. You're called a cripple. I don't know what the word might be if you say these things politically correct. I'm not going to try to be politically correct. And if you don't develop, your physical body is like an adult, but you still behave like a child. They call that mental retardation. They don't like that term no more, or that description. To be politically correct, I guess you would say you are mentally impaired. This is the state of the descendants of slaves born in America. We are crippled and we are mentally impaired. We are an underdeveloped people, and we have black conscience, black liberation, all this black folks, black this and that, African this and that. You're taking the people backwards. You want them to be mentally impaired. You want us to be crippled. It's already bad enough that our enemies is taking baseball bats and hitting us in the leg, trying to keep us a cripple, and you are helping them. Your intent is good, but what you don't understand is you're taking the people backwards. Because you need to take us out of this trap of racial supremacy, not create your own version of racial supremacy. I'm black supremacist, black this, black that. That's their thing. That's not your thing. The original people of the African continent and around the earth, nobody trip off skin color. That's a racist trap. That's a racist tool. We need to come up out of the trap. To stay in the trap will keep you mentally crippled, keep you mentally impaired. And we see this in your actions. And that's why we still are in the horrid condition that we are in right now, going backwards. You can't be a sperm again. You can't be somebody that no longer exists. I want to be a Moor. I want to be a Hebrew Israelite. I'm a this and that. These people no longer exist in our reality. And even if they did, you have no connection to them anymore. So that's why you have to fabricate something. You have to mimic and pretend like you are a part of them. Ain't no black Moor taught y'all nothing. Ain't no black Hebrew Israelite taught you anything. Ain't nobody taught us nothing. None of these ancient people. Ain't no Egyptian taught you nothing. It's all fabrication. It's all guesswork. It's all trying to be somebody you never been. There is no connection. You're 400 years removed from any of our ancestors. We have become a brand new, totally brand new people. And there's a reason for that. Black was created to divide by the races. It was not designed to give descendants of slaves power. So when you look at those who talk about black power, so when you look at those who talk
Don't slip up or get cut.
Why not, man?
I'm coming for that #1 spot.
Alright.
Rappers swearing they own tough. But I'm coming for that #1 spot.
Alright, man.
Scheme, plot.
Say what?
I'm coming
Where my crazy nieces at? Oh, there go one of them. They're going. We had a nice day. Angel Snow No 7 in the house with the nieces of reality. Say hi to my audience real quick. Now they done got all big since the last time y'all seen them.
Hey.
This is Sister J. And this is Sister, what was your Sister D? That's Sister D, Sister J. We had a nice time today.
DJ.
DJ.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, we went out there.
Anybody even watch it?
Took them.
He might have popped it later.
Yeah, it just came on. We went out there, gave them a few driver lessons, set them up so they can get their driver's license.
Oh, I was the best.
And
I got a bird.
see, look, it said nieces of reality. See,
Is that
they know who you are.
Is that Among Us characters?
Huh?
What are those?
Train. Soul Train. We represent the Soul Train. Anyway, say hi to the audience real quick, y'all.
Hi.
This is Sister D.
Hey, y'all.
Sister D, she's big now.
Ooh, she ugly too.
Sister J,
Hey.
they big. Doing our thing. Hope y'all have a nice night. We'll check y'all out on the flip. Peace. Peace.
So embarrassing. Why you take so long to end it? End it. I can't end it.
All right.
Hello, YouTube. This is Tangelica the Black Sheep. I am welcoming you to join me on my new YouTube page where I'll be discussing motivationals.
What's up, you guys? My name is Josiah, and I'm the son of the creator of this YouTube account, and my mom. So I just wanted to tell y'all to go to YouTube and type in Tangelica story. So it's like a 6-minute video, it's not too long. But just type in Tangelica story. So that's TANJALIKA story, and it should be a picture of me in a gray shirt that comes up, and it's basically a story of me and my mom, like talking about our homelessness and stuff, and like our whole, like everything that went on, like in our life. So go check that out. I highly recommend it. So.
Hello, YouTube. This is Tangelica the Black Sheep.
a woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy, walking in my Balenciennes, trying to bring out the fabulous. Cause I give a fuck way too much. I'ma need like 2 shots in my cup. Wanna get up, wanna get down. Oh, I've been so down and under pressure. I'm way too fine to be this stressed, yeah. Oh, I'm not the girl I was or used to be. Bitch, I might be better. Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling.
This is a story about control. My control. Control of what I say and control of what I do. And this time I'm gonna do it my way. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Are we ready? I am.
Talk about black this and African this. Look at them. They are divided. And they are filled with self-hatred. They are filled with self-hatred because that's what black comes from out of. It comes from out of Caucasian supremacy, and the pink supremacists hate descendants of slaves, hates dark-skinned people. And so do the black power folks. Yes, you do. You hate your own people. Especially those who are not like you. I want everybody to be of Kemet. I want everybody to be a black Muslim. I want everybody to be a black Hebrew Israelite. I want everybody to be a black Moor. I want everybody to be like me. Because if you're not like me, then you ain't right. And if you're not like me, I hate you. That's the result of black supremacy. Because it's nothing but copying. And if you look at what these black supremacists and all this black related stuff, the only thing they do the same thing basically what the racists do. Same mentality. The racist Caucasian people exploit their women. Put their naked booty all over the planet. They take their women, put them on strip poles and show their naked backside all over the planet. And that's what you see some black nationalist, black African, all this black supremacy stuff. They do the same thing to our women, our sisters. Same kind of stuff. You don't see that something is wrong with you, but you know something is wrong. That's why you treat me the way you do, because that's why you remain silent. That's why you don't want to deal with me, because you know I see exactly who you are. Get behind me, Satan. I see the devil in you. I see that maybe in your heart, your intent might be good, But just because we have the right intent don't mean that is right. I'm telling you that some of the things that y'all do is wrong, and you don't want to hear it. So you sit in the cut and just be silent, because you know you can't do nothing with the word that's coming from this ministry. You know it. You don't want to get in no beef. You don't want to go into a back and forth, because I'll smash you, and then the people will hear this word and you done. See, they know this. Y'all don't know this, but they know it. But you're going to have to deal with reality sooner or later. Elijah Muhammad said that the black man is the original man, the Asiatic black man, the maker, owner, God of the universe, cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. Didn't say nothing about just God of black folks. Didn't say God of Africa. The universe. This ministry is a threat to those who wish to go backwards. Those who seek to turn the descendants of slaves born in America. I'm a threat to those who want to try to turn you and me into something we never was. They want to keep human beings enslaved in some sort of racist supremacy. I don't like pink supremacy, so I'm going to make up my own. It's still racial supremacy based in some type of religious or spiritual dogma. They want you to continue to be slave. This ministry represents freedom, justice, and equality for all people, regardless to gender, regardless to so-called race. Think for yourself so you can discover who you are as an individual. Think for ourselves so we can discover who we are as a people. We are not black. We are not African. We are a people who have been formed in the hell and the furnace of North America for a reason. We was disconnected from everybody for a reason. So that we can become the leaders of humanity and show humanity where to go and be the example of heaven on earth. It says in your scriptures that God will create a new heaven and a new earth. And we must allow the former things to pass away. Kemet, Egypt, Timbuktu, America. All these things that we embrace. Hebrew Israelite teaching, Islam, all those things of the past. They are of the former things. You got to let them go. Let them pass. The Sambos, the racists, and what you call black conscience, it represents things that should be allowed to pass away. The God says in your religious scriptures, it said, behold, I make all things new. Ain't nothing new about this stuff that they're teaching you. None of it. The human being has become sick. So the human being that has become sick due to racism, due to greed, envy, and lust, and all those different things, that human being must be destroyed. It must be made to go into the past. A new being must come into existence. And that new being, void of the mud of the past. We're sitting in a big mud hole. And the creation, or that which brought us into existence, is not going to allow you who continue to carry the mud and the filth of this world, this filthy reality, not going to allow you to be and pass into something that is clean, new, and real. You might as well stay right here where you are with your filthy self. Ain't nobody going to clean up a new floor and allow you with your muddy shoes to come track up their new floor. It's not going to happen. So you can pray and you can salat and you can do all these religious rituals and you're going to stay right here where you at. Because you are of the old. You're not going nowhere new. But the new human being, those who recognize who they are, accept their own, discover who they are, and accept themselves. You and I, we are the catalyst to bring forth and be an example of a new world order. The real new world order. Not more evil, not more wickedness, but true freedom, justice, and equality, void of any sign of the old. I'm going to say that again. Void of any sign of the old. And those who are new, we are more than black. We are more than to conquer Africa or some specific landmass. We are more than the earth. We are the conquerors of the universe. Because once we get all this filth and mud off of us, get all this unnecessary weight off of us, we can rise and we can jump to higher heights. And those heights are unlimitless. All that out there you need to know about. Instead of on the earth arguing and debating about my religion is better than your religion and all this nonsense that we debate about all the time. When you look into the sky, get yourself a telescope and look beyond the sky. All that is for our children and our babies to explore. In your religious teaching, God want to send you to heaven. There it is. But you can't get there because you're hell-bound and you're a hell-raiser and devils live in hell. But your religious scriptures teach you that heaven can also be on the earth. But heaven is also beyond earth. It's out there. All that knowledge, all that, you don't have to try to pretend to be smart. We'll never know it all. But we can put our babies, our progeny, in a position. They don't have to suffer this madness that we are suffering. In fact, we can become the greatest set, the greatest human beings that have ever existed, able to get all this filth and dust and murk and mire off us. So our babies can do and go on to be what y'all call gods. Because gods rule all this. But you can't be God taking a bath in mud and mire. Thank you for listening. I hope that we can have a better relationship. You don't have to be scared of me. I don't bite people or nothing like that. We are all on the same team. We all want to try to be better in this life. Do this for the benefit of ourselves. Do this and think about it. Try the chocolate ice cream. You might like it. Who knows? But that don't mean we hate one another and dislike one another. Let us try as human beings come together regardless to your race, gender, or whatever, so that we can be better human beings. Thank you for listening. Jot down your comment. Let's talk about it. This is your brother Taalik Ibn'rad. This was and is the Reality's Temple on Earth. She was more like a beauty queen from a scene. I say no matter, but do you mean I am the one? Go and dance on the floor in around. She says I am the one. Go and dance on the floor in around. She told me her name was Billie Jean. As she crossed the scene, she said I had her as she dreamed being the one. I'm gonna dance on the floor in around, baby. People always do me. Be careful what they do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And mother always told me, be careful with your love. Be careful what you do. When you love me, tell me the truth. Hey, I Billie Jean, that's not my love. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. She says I am the one who knows, but the kid is not my son. I ain't impressed.
The deacon said, imagine how Michael Jackson felt when he told Joseph, I want out of the Jackson 5. Michael wanted his freedom. Ever since he was a little boy, he was under the yoke of a dictator. It's my way or the highway. Somebody that abused him, beat him, make mockery of him. He was nothing but a slave. Michael Jackson was a slave.
Your living room, as long as it's around your home. Send love to Brother Tyler, but after all is said and done, too bad. And go to Louisiana, you're the one. We're here. I can't tell a man not to defend himself. Not at this late stage. Can't tell a man he ain't got no right to nowhere. Not in this day and age. The song may not touch a whole lot of people, persuaded by the truth. But take a look at what's going on, people.
And as always in parting, we wish you...
Come on and jam with us next week on these same stations, and you can bet your last money it's all going to be a stone gas, honey. I'm Don Cornelius, and as always in parting, we wish you love, peace, and silver.